For the very first time ever, the Pennsylvania Pro-Life Federation Town Hall Tour is making its way into our area. Here to tell us all about it today is our dear friend Mary Ann Lawn. She is the president of Pennsylvanians for Human Life, the Hazleton chapter. She is also the executive director of The Voice of John, a pro-life film that we have talked about very much, and also Sam Lassant has done shows on it as well. And she is here to talk about what is called the Hazleton Town Hall, hosted by Pennsylvanians for Human Life of Hazleton. So this is a first of its kind event taking place in our area, so this is a pretty big deal.
It is a big deal. It's a big deal for a lot of reasons. As you said, it's the first time that the Federation has selected Hazleton as to be their host site, and I'm excited about that. It speaks of our chapter, of our community, and the work that's being done often through SSP TV, and I can always thank you for that. But it speaks of what has been done and the influence our area has had in the pro-life cause, especially as we have become pioneers with utilization of the media to give the pro-life message. We're excited to host Michael Chickapoko, who's from the Federation, and he has been on Sam's show several years ago, but he will be up. And what the Federation is doing is they are crossing the entire state. As a matter of fact, the evening before, they'll be out in Erie, and the next day they head up to the northern part of the state, the eastern part of the state, up into the Poconos and beyond. But they will cross the entire state over a period of time. And what the purpose is of the Federation town hall meetings, you know, sometimes we just feel like this is a losing battle. We've been doing this for 45 years, and we've spiraled down, actually, in the last couple weeks. In the last few weeks, we have spiraled down as we've seen infanticide, euthanasia, assisted suicide for the elderly. It's taken its toll. But on a positive note, we recently saw the Gosnell movie. It was gut-wrenching. It was very hard. As a matter of fact, I had a hard time convincing our Hazleton Theater to show it, but it was in Wilkes-Barre and Scranton. Moreover, Unplanned is currently in the theater. I actually went to see it, and it's so true to what is happening in our abortion clinics, to our children. And, you know, especially during this month as we commemorate the Holocaust, we have to remember there is an intrauterine Holocaust that has claimed the lives of over 60 million unborn children. Over 60 million. They are being dismembered. They are being decapitated. They have been burned in the uterus with saline. We have an intrauterine Holocaust, and I think Unplanned, I think The Voice of John, the Gosnell movie, these are the things that awaken our conscience and say, this is really happening. Pro-life is pro-women. Women die in Planned Parenthood clinics, and we need to be aware that Planned Parenthood has a new CEO, and her goal, which she has defined, is to expand the clinics, the number of clinics, and the number of clinics who will do abortions. So the town hall meeting is to gather us together. I will be taking a list of names of all the people and how to contact, because we have got to stop reacting to what's happening. We have got to be proactive. Michael will address issues not only of abortion, but infanticide. And most recently, we have seen across the country where infanticide is being legalized. And what that means is that the child who has suffered through abortion, is born alive. Now, in the abortion clinic, that is called a botched abortion. And all we're asking for is compassionate care, just the routine standard of care. This has nothing to do with reproductive health now. This is not your body. This is the child named John, who I was privileged to hold and baptized. This is the child who lays alone on a counter and dies a slow death by losing their body heat, freezing to death. So we've got to stand up and recognize infanticide is being done. You can't, late-term abortions, injecting a child with a lethal injection. This is beyond anything that we can imagine. And also, and very importantly, the legislation that is pending for assisted suicide and suicide. And these are things I will be educating about in my radio program, but it's also being addressed at the town hall meeting, because we've got to be ready to stand up for our elderly. And the programs that I know I will, on a local level, that I will be promoting are hospice programs and palliative care, and the role of the nurse and the doctor as caregiver, not killer.
Really important issues that are going to be discussed at this town hall meeting. There will be a question and answer session as well. It is happening on Thursday, May 2nd, 6:30 until 8:30 p.m. It's at the Lookout House on Route 93 in Drums. You don't have to register in advance. It is free. It is open to the public. If you would like more information, please contact Marianne at 570-764-5428. You can also email her at mariannelawn@yahoo.com. We hope you have a terrific turnout for this.
I do, and I hope all of our area churches will send representatives, because I have to have the names of pro-life people who I can contact quickly when there's pending legislation, or if I see that Planned Parenthood will be back in our area, or that we have abortions being done locally. We have got to now be proactive and stand ahead and defend life, womb to tomb. Life is sacred. It is a gift from a loving God, for we are made in his image and likeness. He created us in the womb. And so, yes, it's open to the public. I ask every area church, please have representation. Your synagogues. We commemorate the Holocaust and what our Jewish brothers and sisters have endured and continue to endure through anti-Semitism. But every life and the life in the womb, we need to stand for them.
Very well said, Marianne. Thank you for
you.
joining us. Again, please come out to the Hazleton Town Hall, hosted by Pennsylvanians for Human Life, the Hazleton chapter, Thursday, May 2nd, 6:30 p.m. at the Lookout House.
Light refreshments.